all those people out there that have a Meteor 350 Royal Enfield that have experienced the same problem I'm experiencing here, please comment down below and let me know what you did about it, how you fixed it, or you just lived with it, or however you did, because I don't know how to deal with it besides putting a new speedometer on it, which I don't know how much that would cost, and then it's not going to have the right mileage. They'd have to flash everything. So anybody out there has had the same problem, please comment. Let me know how you fixed it. Okay, thank you. Right. Okay, it's March 13th, Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. And I'm just going to go over this a little bit more on, I've noticed I got another crack right down here.
You have 3 now.
So now I got 3 cracks. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see them. And it's, here, put it on me. It's really disappointing that a motorcycle would be that cheap, because we haven't done anything to touch that glass except wipe it if it got a spot on it or something. But, you know, that's just defective quality. It's defective quality. And like I said, I've owned a Harley and a Honda Shadow Phantom. I've owned a Yamaha and never had issues like this. Never had a speedometer issue whatsoever with the glass or the facing. I think one of my Hondas has plastic for the facing, but you know, this is so disappointing because there's nothing you can do about it. You can't go to a glass company and say, hey, replace that piece of glass, because that's a contained unit. You got to buy a whole new unit, and then you don't have any guarantee if that unit
can you not just change
not
this?
Do the same thing. No,
can you not just buy a whole thing?
Up, you know,
no.
You can't take it to a glass maker and say, hey, take that off and give me a new glass on it. You know, so I don't.
Here,
know.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, I don't know what you do, man. You're just in a real predicament. And I bought this at Motor Ace in Cebu City on Salinas Drive. Is Salinas Drive?
Gorordo.
Guerrero.
Motor Ace,
Drive.
yeah.
And they're really nice people, and I want to clarify, I don't have anything bad to say about the Royal Enfield 350cc Meteor. Everything else is perfect. It's great. It's just the glass on the speedometer is cracking like a spider web. And so what do? I mean, I hate that speedometer. I don't even look at it when I drive anymore, because all I'm going to see is cracks in it. So, you know, what's the fun and joy in that? Like I said, as for me, I'll never even get close.
I'll buy you a Harley,
to a Royal
honey.
Enfield. I should have bought a Harley,
a Harley
when she told me to buy a Harley instead of an Enfield. But I didn't want to spend a little bit of extra money. I should have. Because this.
Don't worry, I'll buy you a new one.
Because I just lost $6,000 on this thing. Okay, that's all. I just wanted to say more about it. Okay, and I'm sure there's people that own the 350 Meteor that just love it, and they've never had a problem with speedometer, and that's great. I wish I was one of those persons, but since I'm not, then I have to say I'm very disappointed in this bike, and I would never recommend that anybody buy a Royal Enfield, because what are you going to do when your speedometer glass starts cracking like a spider web? I mean, you know, you're going to want to throw up every time you get on the bike to go ride it. So, okay, one more thing I wanted to say was I paid exactly 320,000 pesos for this 2022 model, brand new, Royal Enfield 350 Meteor. That equates to $5,782.44. So I paid $5,782, and I didn't get a tripper.
Yeah.
But I paid for a tripper, but I didn't get it. So Royal Enfield, what they do is they
trick you.
They trick you because you know, they tell you, oh, we don't have it because of COVID, and then the other bikes get them, but you don't get it. And I see a lot of bikes on the internet from the USA that doesn't have the tripper, you know. So it's just kind of disappointing. Like I said, personally for me, I'd never buy another Royal Enfield because of the shoddy quality.
Very cheap quality.
And then they cheat you out of stuff like a tripper because now you got this empty space.
Yeah.
And it looks.
It doesn't look right.
It looks catty ass because you have this so far over on the other side and nothing here.
And I thought it was broken.
Yeah, and she thought it was broken because, or she thought I lost something here.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's not in the middle.
you know, I just wouldn't recommend Royal Enfield. Honda, Yamaha, Harley Davidson, they do so much better, and for about the same price. If you're buying a 350cc, it's the same price. 5,000. That's almost $6,000 for a 350cc that only has 20 horsepower. 20 horsepower. But for me, 20 horsepower is fine. I'm not complaining about that. At my age, I don't want to be going fast. But qualities, you know, this is terrible quality.
Quality is a no.
Quality is a no. Okay, that's it. I want to say one more thing about the glass speedometer. It's got the crack right here and a crack down there. See if you can really see it. Yeah. I have bought in the past Hondas, Yamahas, and Harley Davidson. I have never, ever had an issue with any one of those companies with quality of parts that they put on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
I still have a Harley Davidson. I still have a Honda. I would recommend, instead of buying a Royal Enfield, that you would seriously think of buying a Honda or a Harley Davidson, because this is a real inconvenience. I mean, what do? You replace the whole unit, and then it's going to happen with the next unit? And how do you replace it? Because you've got to flash over all the information from here to another one, because you can't just put a new speedometer on a used motorbike. That's against the law. So I just can't believe that they would, their quality control would be so terrible that they wouldn't put good glass in their speedometer. And I'll tell you, I have never, ever done anything but wipe the glass with a microfiber cloth. And those cracks are from inside, not from the outside. So there's something that went on in the inside, maybe the temperature or the vibration of the bike. But I just wanted to say a little bit more that as for me, I wouldn't buy a Royal Enfield. I would seriously think about Honda or the Harley Davidson. Okay, we're in the downtown parking now for a Yellow Mall, and we just parked our Meteor Royal, and I just wanted to shout out about this. The only thing I've ever had go wrong, I've had this for a year, but we put very limited mileage on it. It's only got like, let's see here, 953 miles on it since I've had it for a year. But if you'll notice, the lens is cracked, and now there's another crack starting right below it just today. And it happened about 3 months after I bought the Meteor. And they gave us this explanation or excuse. They didn't put the tripper here because of COVID, and nobody was manufacturing during that time. So I got an empty space here. So I've got the speedometer way over on this side. And then I noticed, you know, every once in a while, some of the Royal Enfields come with the tripper and some don't. But when I bought this one, I paid the same amount as if you had a tripper there, but I didn't get a tripper. So if you don't get a tripper, you're getting screwed off. Don't even buy it. I love this Royal. It's a really nice bike. I'd never buy it again, though, because of this one reason right here. I mean, even if I replace this whole unit, which I would have to do, there's no guarantee that the next one's not going to crack. It's still going to be like that. So I would never buy, personally, I would never buy a Meteor 350. This is a 2022 model. But I guarantee we never touched this. We never touched that thing. And it's cracked from the inside, not on the outside. Yeah. Not on the outside. It's on the inside. So evidently it's because of the heat that maybe cracked it. I don't know. But for that reason, I would not buy another Royal Enfield. I don't care what model it is, because as long as they're using cheap glass like this, I don't know what you're going to do when it gets cracked. How are you going to replace the whole unit every time? So, you know, whatever. But we still enjoy it here in Cebu City, but you got to get out of the city limits if you want to get in third and fourth gear, because it's just too dangerous riding this in third gear in town, because you're going to get in a bad accident. You can't react fast enough. So I just leave it in second gear. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Did you want to say anything?
Life is good.
Life is good.
Yellow.
It is what it is.
It
Yellow,
is.
and there's always something.
Always.
Everything's always overrated.
You only live once.
You only live once, and it is what it is. But I still really like. I still really like it. If I could just fix that glass, replace it with a plexiglass that wouldn't crack. Other than that, it's a beautiful, and it just really gets us where we're going. But if I had to do it again, it's okay. If I had to do it again, I would not buy a motorcycle in Cebu City. I'd only buy a scooter for the main reason there's just too much traffic. And I'll give you some videos when you can't even move because there's so many cars and motorbikes out there. Okay, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say, never surrender.
Never give up.
Never give up. Never surrender. Okay, here. Never give up. Never surrender.
Okay. Cut.
Quest Galaxy.
Cut.
Galaxy Quest. Cut.